Once again, it's on. So much to talk about. It's been a busy week. So many areas of topics to discuss. It's very clear at this point, you riding with Xbox, you are on a third-class citizenship list of gamers. Where is our support at in these gaming streets? I mean, the industry ones like to come down in our territory to talk this and that, but at a distant place. Everyone has an opinion. The gaming media couldn't be more busier making silly articles at the same time acting as if they are advocates for the gaming society. We are who we are. We are Xbox gamers, unique to a live community. We can see very clear. It's time we get down to some realness. Xbox Series X along with xCloud plus Game Pass is just too much for those that oppose. Everybody, gather around. Today, social media has taken the place of real gaming magazines, along with the kind of gamers who are really good, not just at gaming, but also at the knowledge of it. So they rely on certain popular, watered-down gaming sites that tell them anything. They do things in the dark, yet appear to be the goodness of gaming, when in fact, they are the biggest fans of a certain brand. While they have been exposed countless of times for their foolery, they know they still have certain gamers that, despite having been exposed, as long as they are biased to Xbox, they don't care what they do. When it becomes too evident of this, they begin to say that the gaming streets are toxic and that the console wars are horrible. Yet they are the ones with the largest influence, and they rely on negative articles for clickbait. Go and try to find popular gaming sites that are giving Game Pass along with xCloud great homage for the fact that being able to play your games on whatever PC, console, or device makes gaming better. Good luck with finding many of them doing that. Even though it's Xbox that has done a mastery job of reinventing its roots, only true recognition comes from its real fans who never swayed and stuck in it to help make a better community within it. There has to be a better way for Xbox to be showcased by real Xbox fans, not always based on popularity, but the know-how within it. There's a heavy resistance within the Xbox community that simply wants to see Xbox represented better. We are headed to a new generation, and the direction can be steered towards a true diverse gaming platform that rests under the assurance of real gamers. Xbox has been able to be crowned the world's most powerful console twice in a row. More than ever, there's an X-tinction AGenda going on. Xbox is going nowhere but up.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
There's this thing about a console war that just seems to be real popular in folks' mouths lately. I just, first of all, want to get this out of the way. We are consumers. We are going to talk about what gets presented to us from a buy. I'm not even going to entertain the obvious about company events with phones, TVs, electronics. When I think of a console war, it's like a car show alongside a drag race. Yeah, you can come with a nice paint job and loud mufflers, but let's see what's under the hood. You can come with an expensive vehicle and all the gadgets, the rims, and the customizations, but let's see what's under the hood, because what's under the hood is going to speak volumes about the vehicle. You begin to compare what each car has, and discussions occur between owners. No one is battling each other, but simply discussing what one car can do over the other. There's this big misconception about a console war that presents itself as negative. Console war originally was never negative. We made comparisons, and the oldest commercial brand for gaming console wars was when Intellivision made a commercial about Atari. It was over how the games looked and played across the brand. Then, of course, we had some more, but nothing like the NES and Sega Master System. It really got heated up with competition when the Genesis came out. Here's the greatest slogan for what I am saying. Genesis had this slogan about what they would say. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. That was about capabilities. You can go and look all this up. It was all about what one console could do over the other. It was never about name calling or bashing someone. Then, of course, you had Sony with Crash Bandicoot versus Nintendo, and then Sony with Dreamcast, and today, Sony versus Microsoft's Xbox. So you have over 4 decades of this. The entire gaming industry has thrived off of console brands. Don't let anyone fool you. Since 1980, 1990, 2K to 2020, and we still do it over the specs and features that they bring today. Why is that important? Because it allows people to see the work within each company, and they as consumers get to choose where they want to spend their money. Now with a purchase comes the know-how. Do not come into a console discussion not knowing what you bought. This is where things can get out of hand, but the goal is to expose any kind of fraudulent activity and correct the person on what they don't know. What you see today are a bunch of people created from words that don't best describe what they do. The word fanboy is underappreciated due to now a flood of casuals acting like they really are good at gaming. Yes, it's never been about what setting you beat your games on, but don't act like playing a game on easy is the developer's choice to give a person the best experience for the game. No dev today does that. They don't offer easy mode as the pick to play their games. They want you to experience a smarter AI, and we know that the game reflects differently on different settings. Do not put being toxic to console wars, because being toxic was never about that. You just have people who don't want to see anything else succeed because of their choice of brand. Even in sports, the same team doesn't win the championship every single time of the existence of the league. And that hasn't been the case for the gaming industry of console sales. People have the right to not want to be blind purchasers or just go with what's popular. What's popular doesn't always mean it's the best product. The very situation that has happened with Spider-Man helps this case. Do I think the situation is a bad move? No, because I know that Spider-Man's skin didn't come for free. Sony paid for it, and due to its movie and video game relationship with Marvel, a deal was done. Now watch this. That was a Sony chess move. With that, what did it spark? It sparked a conversation, right? What do you think people are saying out here when they ask someone about the Avengers game? Sony is relying on this. Well, I'm getting the PlayStation 4 version because you get to play Spider-Man on it. Nowhere else can you do that but on PlayStation. That's what they want folks to do. Market that game for them because they don't have the powerful conversation talk, but they can run with the popularity contest. In doing so, that sparks a console war because now you've created a comparison. Another topic I want to speak about is Game Pass. As you know, the xCloud is now free to use as long as you are a subscriber to Game Pass Ultimate. A fantastic deal to an individual, but what about a family plan? A good way of doing this is by way of an account up to 4 to 5 consoles at least per home. Can be registered, right? It will also help out with a great budget, allowing for a bundle price instead of a $14.99 a month individually. Also, a proper yearly subscription would be nice as well, giving people a break from monthly payments who don't want to be bothered every month by it. Allowing then a good save a little bit more. It's just too big of a success to not expand on its subscription plans. You actually have people out here bashing on its greatness. At the same time, we see the opportunity for gamers to reach even more gaming communities, resulting in the Xbox brand to expand. The old way of thinking isn't going to move the industry forward anymore. The technology is becoming too great to be limited to such small mindsets. As we just found out that a report about the PlayStation 5 may not even be a thing if PlayStation 4 didn't succeed this generation. Could have been the last of what we know of the PlayStation brand. It sure wouldn't have been because the gaming media hates on it or people didn't buy the consoles. Why do you think we got this report? Because PlayStation Network has halted to just 2 million subs out of 113 million consoles. PlayStation Plus still hasn't stayed strong to hit over 40 million subscribers. It has been staggering around 27 million since 2017 to 36 million December 2018. And it's been out since 2020. 10 years it's been out. Xbox Live hit an all-time high of 64 million in 2019, Within a year and some change, that number grew drastically. By April of 2020, over 90 million subscriptions for Xbox Live, a 36 million increase, along with Game Pass 10 million in 2 years, puts a combined over 100 million on services. The objective is working for Microsoft with Xbox. The demand for choice was spoken by PC gamers concerning the Windows 10 store. Microsoft answered back and has allowed Steam Store to be a place they can purchase Xbox games at. Once they saw that they are buying Xbox games, they created an Xbox Game Pass PC now for them. Certain games for PC and certain games for Xbox, but both will get Xbox first-party games. If you have had Windows PC gaming since the 90s, why keep your gaming platform separate when the service called Game Pass can unite them despite being on different hardware? That talk is genius. Now that's genius. No matter what you feel about it, Game Pass has changed the way console gaming moves forward on success. It's bringing in the big money, unlike any console sales that either take a loss or barely make profit for these companies anyway. Now, xCloud. It is the ultimate gateway to worldwide Xbox usage for Microsoft. Codenamed xCloud for now, but let's dig into the meaning of the name. The X for Xbox and Cloud for Internet. Add that to the Azure database servers, and you have a moving Xbox gaming service that, with the right connection service, you are not limited to your home. Not a big deal, I get it, some might say. We already have this in Game Boy, DS, PSP, and Vita. Yeah, you have, but not like this. Unlike the previous names before mobile use, the xCloud is going to give you the exact game version of the game, not a mobile version. With real-time record accounts of your gameplay and journey, the achievements hit your Xbox and your progress all at the same time. We even have an experience that will put you right where you left off, and that hasn't been done in mobile to console gaming. Xbox is the pioneers in that. With more and more games hitting Game Pass, the situation turns from all this talking to who's really gaming. That's really what matters in the end, is who's really gaming where they're at. Don't come into a gaming discussion acting, we respect gaming too much for fraudulent activities. Respect the culture. Understand what this is. Enjoy progression. Things like this aren't meant to stay the same, but are set to get better. To everyone out there who may stop to listen, thank you very much. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and become a part of this gaming channel called Di-RRec Gaming. We do Xbox here, but we also respect real gamers as well. I go by the name of the New Legal, representing Di-RRec Gaming. We enjoy your comments, likes, and dislikes. Have a great weekend. Grab the one up in life. And until next time, guys, keep it gaming. See you soon.